The show is brought to you by Organifi. Organifi green juice promises to deliver all the healthy superfoods you need in just one drink. It's a green powder that promises to deliver endless energy, mental clarity, and fewer sugar cravings. As a loyal listener of this show, you'll receive 15% off your order. My personal favorite is their Sunrise to Sunset bundle, as it includes 3 of the best sellers. Use my promo code Wrestling15 to get 15% off your order today. That's OrganifiShop.com. Organifi spelled Organifi. Organifi, Organifi. So go to OrganifiShop.com and order yours today.
Fox Sports 1340 AM presents to you
WMER, Wrestling Marks of Excellence Radio, starring The Firm, J-Lo, Nephew, Corey, and Dr. D, bringing you the latest up-to-date information on professional wrestling and sports entertainment. Now, live from the Fox Sports 1340 studios in Hopewell, Virginia.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the Wrestling Marks of Excellence here on Fox Sports Radio 96.9 FM and 1340 AM. As always, I'm your host, Glenn Thomas. With me tonight is not the Wizard right now, but he's going to be joining us a little bit later. It's none other than my main man, Champ Creed. What's going on, Champ?
G-Lo, what's up, homie?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. Lots going on in the world of professional wrestling, man. Let's get started with the biggest topic and the biggest story that's going on right now in the world of professional wrestling. Roman Reigns mentioned on Monday Night Raw that his leukemia that he beat 11 years ago has come back and is preventing him from having a title run in the WWE. He relinquished the Universal Championship. He's going to spend time with his family, recuperate, recover. He told the WWE Universe, "Look, I'm not retiring. I'm not retiring. I will be back. I'm gonna beat this thing like I did 11 years ago. I'm gonna keep it moving." When you saw this interview, when you saw this promo cut by Roman Reigns, what was your thoughts? What were you going through?
I mean, it was very, very sad because this is, it has to deal with, life and death. The fact that he dealt with it at a younger age, and, went into remission and that it comes back, usually, things like that come back a bit more aggressive. So he's going to have to double down, the efforts, his medical team, and just to muster up, the fight, which I know he has, to beat it again. It can be done. If there's anyone that can do it, it's him, but it brings a lot into perspective about, what's important, what isn't. And, we just wish the best for him and hope that he can get back, just to a sense of normalcy and be there for his family as soon as possible.
That's the thing, too. I think that's the biggest thing, for his family, beating this thing. And you had a lot of people, and it looked like as you watch it on TV, like the WWE didn't tell anyone. Maybe the big wigs knew, the officials knew. I don't think the announcers knew based off the reaction. And you saw the reaction of the fans. And this is not like a situation where, the person is no longer with us, is dead. He's actually right there physically battling somebody you just saw on TV a week ago or last week, and somebody that, whether you hate him, whether you cheer for him or booed for him, when we talk about cancer, it has affected almost everyone in this country, one way, shape, or other. We knew somebody who had cancer. And I think that's where one of the things that sunk in for a lot of people, like, yo, this dude is not going to be able to wrestle anymore. This dude is fighting for his life. Is much more, as you mentioned, much more bigger than a wrestling match. This is a wrestling match for life. I'm going to have to go ahead and, whatever his medical team tells him to do, this is what I'm going to have to do, be able to stay. Then, like I said, you throw in his wife and you throw in his kids and you throw in the rest of the family. This is a heartbreaking news. I don't want to put on the line of Daniel Bryan because that happened in the ring. That's something you can control. This is something that you can't control. This is something you can't control in that sense, but you just go ahead and fight it and do what you have to do. I think one of the things that when you look at it from a storyline, not from a storyline, but from a real life perspective, as a fan, this move right here for him, leaving the WWE for a while to get recovering and get back in shape, get back healthy. This is a big impact for WWE. It takes a big toll on them. To lose Roman Reigns financially.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy was he was a headliner. People paid to come see him. They have to be able to create other stars and make other people more relevant in this case to kind of fill that spot, whether it's Seth Rollins, whether it's Dean Ambrose, whether it's Finn Balor, Braun Strowman, Drew McIntyre. Roman was a potential star, or was a star, was the man. The man, as they say, he was the man of Monday Night Raw. But our prayers and thoughts go out to Joe Anoy, the Anoy family, and everyone there out there. And just continue to pray for him, whatever you believe in. Pray for him and pray that it has a nice recovery. It's much more than wrestling. I'd rather see him healthy and doing well than back in the wrestling ring. Let's get what this weekend's upcoming weekend. We got the Evolution pay-per-view that's coming up. We give our predictions on the card and our thoughts about who's going to win the match. Let's start here with the WWE Women's Battle Royal, which is for the Evolution pay-per-view. Right now, currently, there's 21 participants in this. You got Tamina, Billie Kay, Peyton Royce, Ember Moon, Alicia Fox, Nia Jax, Dana Brooke, Asuka, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Carmella, Lana, Naomi, Tori Wilson, Michelle McCool, Alondra Blaze, Ivory, Kelly, Maria Kanellis, Molly Holly, and Selena Vega are in this, that has been announced right now for this Battle Royal. With those people listed, without mentioning any surprises that may be coming, who do you think wins this Battle Royal?
My goodness, I can't believe you read off everyone's name in that short amount of time. Well, listen, Becky Lynch ain't going to be in it. If she was, I'd go for Becky. Because y'all know Becky is that girl. But I'm going to have to go with Mandy Rose in this one. Becky Lynch ain't going to be in it. She's my A. Becky Lynch is my A team. Mandy Rose is my A1, my A+.
Gotcha. I'm going to have to go with Nia Jax. I think Nia Jax gets this one. I don't think her or Asuka wins this. I don't see anyone with a nostalgia feel getting it because the winner's supposed to get a title shot of this Battle Royal. So I would say either Nia Jax or Asuka. I don't want to say Naomi. Naomi to me is, as I mentioned on Breaking Down with Brian H., which you will hear later on this week, might hear tomorrow as we record the show. Naomi is the female Kofi Kingston. She won't win this. She won at WrestleMania, the Battle Royal at WrestleMania. She won't win this Battle Royal. She's not going to be the Andre the Giant who wins Battle Royals over and over again. So I'm going to have to go with Nia Jax. Now, I would like to see some, who would you like to see in the Battle Royal? Which surprise star would you like to see come out?
No, I'm cool with who they got. I'm not looking for anyone in particular.
I said Awesome Kong. I love to see Karma, but she's doing well with her glow situation.
Oh yeah, she's making that Netflix money. She don't need it.
Making that Netflix money, baby. That Netflix money is good money. So let's do that. Let's move on to the next match. We'll see Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Natalya taking on the Riot Squad. Who do you have here?
I like to see the Riot Squad win.
That's my pick. I think Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, and Ruby Riott definitely deserve a win here. I think this will set up something between Sasha Banks and Bayley later on, so these two young ladies can actually finally split and feud with each other and have a good match going into maybe Survivor Series or even to TLC at the end of the year. So I would love to see Sasha, Bayley, and Natalya lose to the Riot Squad and see the Riot Squad pick up the W. Then we move on to we have deal with this one. Trish Stratus and Lita taking on Alexa Bliss and Mickie James. Now, there have been some reports that Alexa Bliss is hurt. If you watched on Monday Night Raw, you didn't see Alexa Bliss in that little feud situation that happened with the women on Monday Night Raw. There have been reports that Alexa Bliss may be concussed, dealing with a concussion, per se, and that she may be replaced by Alicia Fox. No official word has come down from the WWE as of yet if that will happen. So at the time, we're going to say Alexa Bliss and Mickie James taking on Trish Stratus and Lita. Champ, what do you have?
I got Trish and Lita. They're not going to bring them back to the They're not Sting.
Yeah, they're not Sting. These two women are not coming back to lose. Trish Stratus and Lita gets the win in this match. Very, very top. Then we have Io Shirai versus Toni Storm. This is the Mae Young Classic Finals. I think WWE's high on Toni Storm from the UK. They was high on her very much last year. I think, and I said this, and I'm going to say it again, not to be slight or not to shoot anybody against anybody's race, but I don't think WWE's going to let two Asian women win back-to-back. We Kairi Singh won last year, and Io Shirai is not going to win this year, so I think Toni Storm gets the W here.
I agree.
Got you. I think you'll be interested in this one right here. Kairi Sane versus Shayna Baszler for the NXT Women's Championship.
Let's go, Kairi. Oh man, I forgot about her. She's on the B team. She's on the B team now. I'm sorry. You got demoted.
You love the Asian, man. She got the best elbow in the business, brother. She has the best
elbow drop in the business, man.
Best elbow drop in the business. You can watch NXT. She's very good. She's NXT Women's Champion. I like Shayna Baszler in this match. One, because of the striking ability, her ability to just be aggressive. We know Kairi Sane won at NXT TakeOver the title from Shayna Baszler. If Shayna Baszler wins, she'll become the first two-time NXT Women's Champion of all time. So I think Shayna Baszler gets the win here over Kairi Sane. Her Kairi Sane title run has been a kind of and whether you watch NXT or not, it's been a very dismal title run. I really hadn't faced too many key competitors, high-profile competitors, but I think Shayna Baszler gets the win here. Champ, who you have?
Wait, what's the matchup again?
Kairi Sane versus Shayna Baszler.
I already told you. I picked Kairi already.
Oh, yeah, you picked Kairi already. All right,
yeah.
Let's move on. I'm going to move on to this one, and I'm going to do it out of order. I know some fans are listening to me may be mad, but I'm going to go ahead. Next match will be Ronda Rousey versus Nikki Bella, because I think Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair should close the show. But I'm going to go with Ronda Rousey and Nikki Bella here for the singles match for the WWE Raw Women's Championship. Champ, who do you have?
I got Ronda maintaining the title. She's wait, excuse me, hold on, my bad. Ronda and Nikki, you said, are the main event, but I'm going to go with Becky. I want her to retain the title and keep it all the way until Mania.
Yeah, we go there. I want Becky to. I think Becky does win. Because I think Becky has the more upside. Charlotte doesn't need the title. Becky could be able to feud with somebody. I like to see Becky feud with somebody else other than Charlotte Flair. I want to see Becky feud with, maybe it's Asuka. Maybe they can build Natalya and Naomi back up to what she needs to be. Maybe they can bring somebody else in. Maybe Peyton Royce or Billie Kay can swing off from the Iconic and come in. Maybe Sonya Deville. But I'd rather see Becky Lynch face, since she's been champion. Her and Charlotte Flair has been the big deal. I like to see them face each other. I like to see Becky Lynch face somebody other than Charlotte Flair. I'm going for Becky Lynch. Who she gets the win there over Charlotte Flair. And WWE did a poor job promoting this pay-per-view. We had a go-home show from this past Tuesday night on SmackDown. Didn't do the Evolution pay-per-view justice. They talked more about the Crown Jewel pay-per-view, more about other pay-per-views than they did Evolution. They didn't have, the last match of the night was Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton. They could have put Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair segment on last to make it a go-home show, make people want to actually pay for this pay-per-view and watch it coming from the Nassau Coliseum on Long Island, New York. But the WWE needs to needed to push this pay-per-view just a little bit more, in my opinion, give it much more attention than they did. I know they got a lot of other things going on, but just my opinion, they should have pushed it a little bit more. Champ, do you think WWE did all they could to push this Evolution pay-per-view?
No, it was just squeezed between too many things. There's a lot going on. There has been a lot from the Super Show to this. I just wish, I really, really wish, that instead of the Nassau Coliseum, and I get why they did it, Vince working out his sweetheart deals with the new arenas, but I really wish they had Evolution in the Manhattan Center. I really, really do. Because I think it would have gave it a gritty feel. I think it would have made it something special as opposed to being in the Nassau Coliseum. And I don't know how many tickets were sold, But I did hear that they're going to have to paper a lot of seats, and the scalpers are going to take a huge, huge hit on it unless something happens within the next few days to, get their tickets flying from their accounts. But yeah, I just wish it was in a different venue. I think it was under promoted because there's a lot going on. Also, the fact that the women don't get to participate on the Crown Jewel pay-per-view. This is a nice consolation prize for them, so this was strategically done. And I don't have any qualms about how the WWE went about their business. My only thing is I just wish it was in a smaller venue to give it a more intimate feel.
Yeah, when they first went on sale, they sold about 7,000 tickets. That was in September when the tickets first went on sale. With the announcement of Ronda Rousey versus Nikki Bella made official, ticket sales started to pick up a little bit more and move. So I'm looking at, maybe 10 to 11,000 people in this arena. Arena which holds 16,000. So I don't think it's going to sell out. I think it's going to be about 5,000 short. You still have 11,000 for all women's pay-per-view. It is not bad,
No, not bad.
No, not a sellout, but it's a decent payday and it's a good start. All right, main event of the evening. We got Ronda Rousey taking on Nikki Bella. Who do you have?
I got Ronda. Like I said, she's going to be on all the magazine covers. She's going to be on the international publications. Nikki Bella's not going to be able to do for the company what Ronda's doing from a publicity standpoint. And I say you let Ronda keep it. And like you said, if Becky keeps the title, Ronda keeps the title, you can give them a few intermediate feuds. And then you could always wait and go big money with Ronda versus Charlotte at Mania.
That's where I go. I can see the Bella twins actually still in this match, not still in the championship, but still in this match. It depends on how WWE wants to give a one-off. If Alexa Bliss really hurt, where Ronda Rousey goes from here. I think this Evolution pay-per-view would tell a lot. This match between Nikki Bella and Ronda Rousey would tell a lot. I think Ronda does win, even though Nikki could win, but I think Ronda wins. I think this will be the last match, even though it should be Becky Lynch and Charlotte. But I think, and then Ronda would send everybody home happy. They would send everybody home happy with Ronda Rousey staying there, winning the inaugural main event match at the Evolution pay-per-view, retaining her championship. Like you mentioned, will be on ESPN, will be on FS1, it will be on all the news channels, Washington Post, New York Times, of Ronda Rousey holding the title up for the WWE's first ever all-women's pay-per-view. I think Ronda walks away with this one. And it remains the WWE Raw Women's Champion, at least until right now she's on pace to keep it until WrestleMania. You have maybe one or two pay-per-views that she could probably lose it at coming up. I don't see her losing the Survivor Series. I think it'll be more of a team situation, or they may do what they did last year, where they cross-branded. But we saw AJ Styles take on Brock Lesnar. And so you may see a Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair because of their cross-branding that they would do at Survivor Series. Where they're cross-branding, they may do at Survivor Series. So that's one of the things there that you may see at the Evolution paper coming up later on. You may check out and see. But I think the pay-per-view is going to be good. I think pay-per-view is going to be a good pay-per-view. I think WWE is going to do a good job with this. I think there's going to be a lot of things, a lot of nostalgia moments that's going to be there. Some women that we haven't seen in a long time. I think they're going to give people something to talk about. And then, following and just after the pay-per-view, you got 5 or 6 more days. And then we may, as of right now, as we take this to the Crown Jewel pay-per-view. So WWE is going to be very busy here for the next week and a half, dealing with pay-per-view and a lot of television coming up by WWE, whether it's NXT, whether it's Monday Night Raw, whether it's SmackDown, whether it's 205 Live, whether it's the Crown Jewel or Evolution pay-per-view. It will be a lot of wrestling here in the next couple of weeks. Let us know what you think. What's your thoughts? Who will win the Evolution pay-per-view? We would like to hear from you. The only way we can hear from you is by you hitting that subscribe button, hitting that bell notification, leaving a comment on the comment section below. Going to subscribing to us on iTunes. Make sure you leave a 5-star review and a comment. Let us know how much you enjoy this podcast. You help us out. You can find us on Google Play. You can find us on Stitcher. Also, as I mentioned, YouTube and as well as iHeartRadio. So check us out there. Wrestling Marks of Excellence, WME Podcast on Twitter. WME Podcast on Instagram. Champ, where people can hit you up at?
You can find me at Champ Creed on Instagram, at Champ Creed on Twitter, at Champ Creed on Snap.
You can find me at GlennFather725 on Instagram. And on Twitter, and I don't have an Instagram. As always, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not confirmed, consider yourself denied. End of story. Good night. The Wizard will be back next week.